I've been watching a lot of videos today about kind of the state of black women and black women relationships. And it is really kind of frightening. Black men are warning black women basically that they don't like them. Now, of course, this is not all black men, but there's kind of a split. There are the black men who love black women, date black women, marry black women, support black women, raise black women. I mean, the list just goes on and on. But it is the small group of black men who have, for some reason, believe they have ownership over black women, believe that it is incumbent upon black women to help them, to save them, to serve them, to be bed mates for them, to be mules for them, to support them and care for them, and do a myriad of things that are unreasonable for an adult man to expect a woman to do. And it's alarming because it is becoming anger at all black women. The man who is out here who is emotionally broken, who is accustomed to getting whatever it is he thinks he needs out of black women, it sounds like he is being turned down left and right. And he's taking out that anger on this app and in other ways. I mean, he's certainly taking it out in public. I want you to be very careful, young women, about how you interact with men. Because these men are seemingly nice until they don't get what they want. They are seemingly kind and emotionally steady until you tell them no. They are seemingly perfectly normal until something switches on or off in their brain that makes them well up in violence. And it is very troubling. That sense of entitlement, that sense of ownership, that sense of really thinking that they are owed something by a group of women that, from all of the apparent signs that I see, they really don't like. They basically are looking for tools to kind of fit into their life to make them do what they want, and they've become accustomed to that being black women. We certainly are okay with these men divesting, going to other women. We are certainly happy if they want to go overseas and find a mate. They can go anywhere, any place, anytime, to anyone that suits them. But we would only ask that they leave us alone, because it's almost like we are the last choice they have, and we're turning them down in droves. And the emotional brokenness of some of these men makes them incredibly dangerous. So be careful out there, ladies, before you let them get too close to you. And I think I mentioned this in, maybe it was a post or maybe it was a response about finding out how a man handles anger early on. One of the things that I have done for many years is to get a man angry in public. And when I say public, I mean a public restaurant, and see what he does. I do it typically second, third date at the very latest. By then you should know some things about him. And you need to know how this man reacts to anger, to not getting his way, to being upset, before you ever let him take you home, before you ever go home with him. Get him in a public setting and say something that you know is going to anger him, and then sit and watch and see what he does. Does he look like he's going to come across the table at you? Does he look like he's going to hit you? Does he look like he cannot be trusted if you were alone? Thank goodness you're in this room full of people. All right? Do it, ladies. Now, if it's a man that you think you can trust, that's fine. But in these times with a man you do not know well, test him. Test him before you ever go home with him. Test him.